Benno, where have you been? Well, I am going to explain a little bit after what's been happening the last couple of months since I've actually posted or done any vlogging, so I am going to be rough as guts, guys. I'll tell you what's been happening. But anyway, I thought time to get back into it. This is going to be a hotel overnight stay in one of the cheapest hotels that I found about a month ago, going through the city. So yeah, gee, I told you this is going to be rough as guts. No editing on this one. I shall see you in the city, and I'll see you at the hotel. Yeah. I've just arrived in the city, guys. I haven't done a hotel stay overnight view in a while. Yeah, it's been a while since I've vlogged because I've been really unwell, but I will explain as soon as I get inside this hotel. And I'm pretty sure I am on the right street. It's this little hotel I was intrigued about a month ago when I was in here. And it really caught my eye, and I thought, wow, it's quite cheap. And I'll tell you the price I paid. Here it is, Cosmo. Time to check in, guys. See you inside. So I've just checked in. I don't know what this room is going to be like. Look, going by the pictures, and if you flick back through a couple of videos where I stayed at the, was a quite cheaper one actually, the Jackson Inn Hotel. So one was 607. What was I going on about? The Jackson Inn Hotel, and that was pretty good. Technically right around the corner, look at that. Awesome. Moment of truth. Not too bad. A little bit different from what I've seen on the pictures, but can't always go by pictures, and you definitely can't always go by reviews. What I like to call keyboard warriors, what people write about the rooms and how they've experienced it, because you got to experience it for yourself. You can't always go by that, so it's always best to go there and try it. But $86 a night, guys, and this is what they call a king room. A little bit outdated, I guess. Yeah, a little bit on the walls there, and you know what? For $86 a night, I think the Jackson Inn Hotel, that was 97 a night, but that was the king room with the spa. We got a microwave here and a fridge. Basic kitchen, heating and cooling. Oh wow. Is there even a light in here? Oh, there is too. Well, I was like, surely it comes with a light. So basic shower. And obviously the man can. Wow, that is really dodgy. Switch is like half hanging out. So TV, which I probably won't use, and obviously the lovely view of Adelaide. Alright guys, just let me settle in a little bit here, and then I'll explain what's been happening with poor old Benno. Yeah, heaps been going on. That's probably obviously why you haven't seen me do any vlogging and uploading no videos, because it's just there's a reason behind that. See you guys shortly. Right. What's been happening with me? Well, guys, my channel's not as not as big as others out there, and as you know, as a YouTuber, it's a lot to put on to grow your channel. And I'm not attempting to give up or anything like that, and never will. And I enjoy YouTubing and stuff like that. I was actually planning to do Vietnam, so we are in August. I actually was meant to fly out in June. I think it was June. No, it was July. Wow, I've lost my months. July the 8th, I was meant to fly directly from Adelaide to Melbourne, and Adelaide and then Melbourne to to Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. I was going to do 3 months there. It was going to be a major surprise, especially not just for myself, but to tag you guys along. I was prepared, you know. I had travel insurance. I had my flights booked, and I had my hotels booked. I had my shots and everything else. 3 weeks just before I was meant to leave, and I was really excited because this was my first ever overseas trip. So I organised my passport, which was quite expensive, and then I organised my my visa to get into the country and stay there for 3 months. I was going to do Ho Chi Minh for a month, and then travel up by the city, travel up by train to Hanoi, and stop in between, you know, and go see some different villages and stay elsewhere, and house intrudes, and, you know, hopefully to stay with some strangers and explore the country, because I do love the culture, and I do love the people in Vietnam. They're beautiful people. It's a different culture to where I live here in Australia, you know. Unfortunately, I got sick. I got really sick, and I was in hospital on and off for about 2 weeks, and then I came out, and then I went back in for a week, and what happened, I had a reaction to medication, so therefore my liver levels were pretty high, and I was pretty crook, guys. I don't know if you can tell by camera, but I actually lost about 13 to 14 kilo of body weight, because I had to fast and I had to do surgery and stuff like that. I'm still not 100%. We are in the 8th of August now, and I'm still not 100%. So I've slowly got my money back from my flights, which was my main ones, and that was through Singapore Airlines. That was really hard to get that back, but I think the travel agent there, when I went through, they helped me a lot, because I showed them evidence that I was in hospital, and had written letters from the hospital sent to the travel agent, proving that I was not fit to leave the country or travel anywhere. Ongoing blood tests, which I still have every week, and I don't know how long that's going to last. So I can't really travel having blood tests. It's just not really gonna cut it, because it's, you know, and trying to not lose myself here, but I had mates. I had a mate that travels. He's not a YouTuber, but I had a good mate of mine I've known for many years, and he's in Vietnam at the moment. He's in Hanoi. It's going to meet up with him, and you know, we're going to travel around and basically drink $2 Heinekens out of the 7-Eleven shops, you know, stuff like that. Being a liver damage, as what you guys know, you know, I'm very limited on what medication I can take now for pain, and especially no alcohol. So I mean, alcohol's not a thing. I don't care. I don't mind occasional drink here and there, a glass of red or a beer, but I haven't drank in like probably about 4 months now since I've had a beer. But it doesn't faze me. It doesn't bother me at all. I could go without 2 years without alcohol. So I just want to get my health going again, and once I do, definitely Vietnam's always going to be on the cards, and Vietnam's always going to be there. And I was a bit stubborn at first, and I was in hospital and I said, you know, I'm going to Vietnam. I had 3 weeks, and I said to the surgeons, I said, I'm going to Vietnam. They're like, you're crazy. A little bit stubborn, only because I was really, really looking forward to it. And this was my first ever time overseas trip, experiencing major jet lagging and experiencing different culture foods, and you know, to drink fresh water and not Vietnam water, and you know, not to have ice and stuff like that. And not even that, just to explore the country, you know. I had all the money in from Australian to Dong, which is, Dong's obviously Vietnam money name. So I had, yeah, I was basically set, ready to go. And unfortunately, bad health came my way, and hey, look, it happens. Health comes first, is what my daughter told me. Vietnam's always going to be there. The only reason I wanted to choose from July to October, 3 months, which I was, so I would have been there now still, and flying back early October or late September, I think it worked out. They got their monsoon weather, so it's not so hot, it's humid, but rain, which I would have been preferred. I don't want to get in there when it's stinking hot. So if you guys know the seasons in Vietnam and Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh, the season's not to go when it's too hot. Comment below, I'd like to see a comment. I was doing that much research, you know, and I was trying to learn their languages, you know, so I learned a bit, you know, Xin Chao and Gammon, which is thank you. You know, there's a few other words that I was learning, petrol and motorbike and stuff like that. Excuse me guys, as you can see I'm not the best. Probably coming down a bit of a cold as well, so I can't even take painkillers for that. The liver's got to be left alone, recover by itself. It's been 2 months, so that's where I'm at the moment. I just haven't had no energy at all to do any vlogging, and sitting home today on this wet day here in South Australia, I thought, well, yeah, I'll do a hotel overnight stay. I haven't done one in a while. The last one was Jackson Hotel, and then Adelaide Inn, I think, is when we done the pasta go-go and the butter chicken place, which I must go back and give them a major tip. I am going to be a little bit rough, I think, trying to get back into it and not trying to just stare at the camera and not say anything. I don't want to bore you guys out, and I definitely don't want to bore you guys out, me sitting here explaining my ridiculous health. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear it, but my main goal is to beef up my channel again, get it cracking, get more videos in, and especially, yeah, explore outside of Australia, overseas. And this Vietnam was my definitely #1 country I've always wanted to visit, and then India next year, you know. But I've lost a bit of money on this trip that I was meant to do. Hey, you know, so be it. It happens. I got my major money back, was my flights and my hotel, which was pretty cheap, but the visa, no, unfortunately guys. So if you are crook, and it does happen to you, you get your flights back, but you can lose a cancellation fee. But if you can prove that you've been in hospital and really, really sick and you're not fit to travel, and you have doctors writing you letters, and obviously the hospital writing letters, and you send it to the travel agent and it goes to the airlines, yeah, you get all your money back. But your visa, unfortunately, no, there is no refund on that. And my visa is still valid. I've got a 90-day visa to go into Nam. So, well, here we are. Rather from that, this hotel is, yeah, out of 10, I'll have to probably give it maybe a 7. Yeah, 7, 8. It's just a bit rough, you know. A little bit. The walls could be repainted. Shower's pretty clean. But saying that, for what you pay, is normally $100 a night, and I will drop all the information I will drop all the information down below. If you are here in Adelaide or you're visiting Adelaide and you really want a cheap hotel, if you book directly through this hotel, down below the reception guy, which I might even video a bit after if he wants to. He's had a couple of YouTubers here, bigger than me. Shame on you. Jokes. It's $100 a night, but I paid $86 through, I think it was Agoda or something like that. But I can drop all that down below, guys. Is what you just type it in. You just type in the Cosmo Hotel on Bank Street, Adelaide, and you'll book through booking.com, or it will just show the cheapest. And yeah, $86 a night, which is pretty good. And this is what they call a king room. I'd like to see what they call a single room. Crap. You know, is it going to be smaller than this? Because really, you couldn't get any smaller, to be honest. So it's got all your basic essentials here. Kettle, cupboard. Oh, okay. Not much in there. Ironing board, TV, which I don't really use. Who watches TV these days? For a cheap hotel, guys, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You're not going to get any cheaper than this, to be honest. Now, if there is, I'd definitely like to stay there and do a hotel review on that. But this would be the cheapest one. Alright guys, I don't want to bore you there. Where I'm going to be later on, I guess I might do some videoing. Like I said, I want to get back into it, but I am going to be a bit rough with my vlogging and everything else. Trying to talk to this stick, but I'll get back into it, get myself back into YouTube and get it rolling again. Alright guys, signing out. Well guys, just about to check out of this hotel, which I just stayed in for one night, the Cosmo on Bank Street here in the city of Adelaide. So much better day today. Excuse me. Benno has a little bit of a cough, so I think the colds are going around. So where I'm going to go from here, who knows? Not too sure if I do another hotel tonight or the next few days. Yeah, I just want to get rid of this cough first before, you know, trying to get my energy up. So yeah. On that note, thanks for watching, guys. I know it's been a while, so where I'm going to be leading from here, who knows? Endward journey, but once I've got my health back up, like I said, definitely overseas trip. That's my biggest, which is what my main goal is anyway. So yeah, see you when you see me. Itinerary, guys, coming back from the city, checking out of the hotel. I travelled back and I'm back at my favourite place, good old St Kilda. But what I am going to show you, I have my own private key access, because there's not too many here, is a mangrove, they call it the mangrove trails. I've never been in here, so we just better wander through. They reckon there's a little bit too, they're still repairing most of the trails, so I don't know how far we can get. But yeah, you go to the front kiosk, it looks closed. So if you're down at South Australia, like I said, you got the tram museum as well. Sundays you do the tram rides, you know, and they're quite cheap. They go up and down all day long. And you also got the mangrove trails. So if you do want to access the mangrove trail, you just go to the front kiosk there, the St Kilda tackle, I think they call it, it's a kiosk, and you ask for a key card and they just ask for some details, and yeah, you get to go through. So let's wander through, guys, and see what we can find, see what we bit of explore. You know me, I like to explore. See you inside. Awesome, how cool is that? So yeah, mangrove trail, I don't know exactly what it is. Check these yachts out. Quite a few $100s there. Definite. Live the life of the out in the ocean, or out in the sea, out in the ocean. If you've got the stomach. Bit of a cough, guys, as you probably noticed when I left the hotel this morning. And I didn't really want to get out of bed, to be honest. Yeah, if I had my way, I would have spent 2 nights there and I would have slept all day. But anyway. So there's nothing too exciting at the moment, and I reckon summertime or spring, being the mangroves. And I do know when I've come fishing down here, the beginning of my videos on my beginning of my channel, I know the mosquitoes bite, and boy, you get swamped, especially on a warm night. So out here, I reckon you get absolutely swamped. How cool is this? Got my own access. It's my own trail. Looks like I'm going to need the card again, I reckon. So they give you a little card to access through the gates. Okay, cool. I don't know. So I don't know exactly what's in there. It's like an info center, I think. Yeah. So you can do self-guided mangrove walks. Okay, so adults. So it looks like they used to charge adults $6.90, concession $5.90, children 5 to 17 $3.90. So looks like they used to charge. But look how far it goes out. Crispy donuts. Surely not. If that goes out as far as what it shows there, mate, I'm keen as mustard to do the whole thing when they fix it. Oh, cool. Hello. Oh, this is really, really cool. Well, I didn't actually think that I could actually come in here, to be honest. Yeah, this is awesome. So a little bit of history, a bit of information on saltwater lakes or salt waters. There is a lot of salt water around here, and there's obviously the mangrove or the mangrove mud. That looks cool. That's exactly what I'm hoping to go through. And then obviously different. Yeah, check that out, guys. Imagine walking through that. Couple of crabs for lunch. So there's different native birds. Oh, this is going to be really, really cool. Yeah, I actually did not think that this card would actually get me through. I actually thought that I'd have to walk on the side gate there, but obviously not. That's on the way out. That's the exit. Oh, how cool is this? You would not think this is here. Being at St Kilda, there's all the playground and stuff like that, and the channels is what you take your boat out and go crabbing and fishing. And you would not think this trail's even here. So this is cool. Fresh air and exercise is what Benno Benassi needs after my long ride in hospital and being crook with my liver problems, liver levels, being all knocked around the house, and being knocked everywhere, and it's really yeah, it knocked me around, I'll tell you what, guys. But I'm getting back into it, and like I said, once I'm 100%, it could be a month, 2 months, start booking my flights and do the biggest trip ever. And I'm taking you guys along with me. And it was all meant to be just a surprise. I was actually gonna, on the day I was meant to fly from here to Melbourne, which was an early morning flight, I was gonna depart or leave a day before and stay in the city, just to stay in a cheap hotel. And then I was just gonna hop on the airport, go on the plane, and then tell you guys exactly where I was going from there. But yeah, but you know, it happens. I got crook. It's gonna happen again though. I'm definitely going. Vietnam's always going to be there. How cool is this? Oh man, this is a full-on swamp. This is awesome. All you need is like big toads. Oh, okay. Partially closed for repairs. Ah, okay. So yeah, that's the one they've closed off for repairs, but we can still do this. So there is rules: no crabbing, no fishing, no swimming, no diving, no picnics, no barbecues, no beers, stuff like that. I reckon I'm just gonna be quiet and let you guys enjoy the... Are you serious? This is it? I know. I actually thought it actually just ended here. But yeah, I'm just gonna be quiet for about, say, 5-10 minutes. I'll let you guys enjoy the sounds of nature, and so peaceful out here. So I guess this is where you wait for the bus. So I'm gonna sit here, wait for the next service. Jokes aside, pretty cool shelter though. This is where you're gonna just chill. If you have a loved one, it'd be nice just to have a bit of a sandwich, bite to eat, and a coffee. So peaceful. I actually never thought I would add this onto my hotel video, because when I left the hotel this morning, thinking, crikey, it's not going to be long enough. What do I do? It's amazing how things just happen for a reason. Wow, look at this. Look at the look at the twist on this walkway. Wow. It's actually almost on a 90-degree lean. It's actually sinking. Oh well. I guess if it collapses, we're going to be swing back or walking in mud. In my new walking shoes. The Sowline or Sowline forest. Once again, this walkway, jetty, bridge, whatever you want to call it, all on a lean. It's probably sinking in the mud, ready to give way one day. Yeah, they did say the tourism in this place is not as big as it used to be. So yeah, let's build this up, guys. Even the tram museum, you know, the tram museum, they're screaming for voluntary tram drivers, for God's sake, to drive the tram. You're not going to get paid, but you get to drive a tram. You know, they need tram drivers, volunteers. Otherwise, if they don't have the volunteers, unfortunately, places like that just shut doors. It'd be sad, and even something like this, just to be all crushed or shut doors permanently, not be used again. I've lived in Adelaide 42 years, my whole life, and I've been to St Kilda hundreds of times, and this is the first time I've ever encountered this. Like, I've never thought this was here. This is just awesome. A lot of green life, plenty of water. Be lots of toads and fish. Most probably mud crabs. I don't know if you probably get mud crabs in there. I reckon you would. Oh yeah, check this out. This is what I want. Now this is awesome. I love this. This is so cool, and it's getting so cool too in like the temperature in here. It's amazing. Yeah. Summertime, this place will be roping with mozzies. Oh my god, you just could not walk in here. You'd have to be netted up. Once again, a little chair, seat. So if they do guided tours, I'd be definitely keen on that. Learn some new things, and you know, I mean, I've got no idea what's living in here. Obviously, snakes, toads. It's got to be mud crabs. Oh no, that's it. Under the line. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, that's a bummer. And I know what you're thinking, but why don't you just break the rules? No, gotta do the right thing. Hopefully it'll be fixed. We can continue our journey one day through there. Yeah, that is a bummer. It really is. It's a pity that it's closed. I was really hoping this would continue on. Alright guys, might leave it there actually on this greatest journey. It's St Kilda, South Australian Mangrove Walk. Mangrove Walk, or Swamp Walk, whatever you want to call it. One day we'll continue on. Till next time, wherever I'll be, signing out.